Hi, my name is Ashwin. I teach. I am a very strong enthusiast of learning, and I'm passionate about being able to create change in whatever way, form, or manner I can. And I'm on that road right now. You want to share where you studied, what you're doing right now, what are your whims and fancies in life?
Myself, Apurva Sunil Amrutkar. I am from Dhule, Maharashtra. I have done my schooling from Chavra Public School in Dhule itself, and currently I have chosen medical stream as my future. I have scored 97.16% in my 10th CBSE board exams, and I have stood 4th in the district. I have scored 98 in Hindi, 98 in English, 95 in maths, 93 in science, 99 in SST, and 100 in information technology. My hobbies are anchoring, giving speeches, and listening to music, and I'm a good host. That's all about me.
Ekansh, who already has a smile on his face, would you want to share something?
I'm Ekansh Vajpayee. I'm from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh, and I have scored a 98% in my ICSE board examinations. I like music, I like drawing. I basically do oil paintings and a bit of sketching. I like learning. I like to implement things what I learned in my real life, and that is why I want to become an entrepreneur, have a startup of my own where I could implement the things that I learned in school, especially physics, to simplify things that we do in normal life.
I'm sure you would have had some idle thought about what in physics and what kind of entrepreneurship, what kind of thing you want to build.
Like, I like the idea of some haptic shoes which may help blind people in finding their way. I like the concept of airing. I saw it on television, I read somewhere. I have some ideas about biogas plants in rural areas.
Functional, relevant, and innovative. Thank you for that. What's the coolest thing you like about physics?
It's that it is everywhere. You can see anything, you see anything, and we can find physics there in some or the other form.
I scored 98 in maths, English, Hindi, and regional language, that is Punjabi, 99 in retailing, that is our optional subject, and 100 in SST, social studies, and 93 in science. I stood 3rd in the district in Jalandhar, Punjab. I want to pursue my career in the medical field only. Last year I performed at Harivallabh Sangeet Sammelan, which is actually the world famous classical functions. Participated in many chess competitions too. That's all about me.
So my name is Ronit Jaiswal. I am from Baitul district of Madhya Pradesh. My future goal is to become an engineer. I taken math stream in the 11th, and I am the district topper. Also interested in chess. I play till state level.
Are you guys this good, Anupama and Ronik, that you can think in your head and go rook to L5 the way they do that in Harry Potter and stuff? Can you do that mentally as well?
Not that good that we can do in our board only.
We have been playing chess on board only.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for this beautiful set of introductions, guys. I would like to invite you to ask questions about personalized learning. Ask questions about how getting to the grades in 10th standard happened for them, and maybe draw parallels with how you would do that as well. Yeah, and your time starts now.
Do you all plan any strategy before starting, or you were just free flowing? For me, actually, it was just free flowing. I didn't use any strategy at all, and I just want to ask if anyone adopted that.
I didn't use any strong strategy, but I started maths. So I used to complete full syllabus of the 10th standard of maths. Then I move on to next subject, so that while I am doing a particular subject, I can go into deep, so my concept is also very clear. And at the time of revision, I used to study that chapter wise, but while studying for the first time, I used to complete a full subject first.
Mine also was a free flying way, and it was a beautiful journey which just went on. I just walked on step by step, and I gave my best, and the result was best. That's what I can say. The strategy was
very nice. And yeah, Ekansh?
I also did not have a particular strategy for studying. I never focused on completing the syllabus. I just focused on knowing the facts, and it was beneficial in my case.
Great. So it means that class 10th was not at all a burden for all of us. There is a lot of stress when we go for examination. Actually, it was board examination, so you all must be having some kind of stress, anxiety, or anything. So I would ask any one of you could answer that. What would you do to cope up with that kind of stress?
Actually, my father told me how to cope up with the stress that I faced during examinations. He told me that panicking is absolutely normal. It is even good because it shows that you care about a thing. If you don't care about a thing, then you don't panic for it. Then I took that panicking as motivation rather than stress or burden on me. And when you go and sit on that chair in the hall, all the panic, all the nervousness just vanishes. It's you and the paper then.
I used to get too much panic when I not get the concept or my answer is not coming. Then my dad suggested that if we panic, nothing will come. So I used to then started see the solutions and then go into the deep that why I couldn't get through that way or what the concept is lacking. So that helped me a lot.
That's normal actually. We all must have been panicking, not just for examinations, but it is for every new thing we start off with, and we are just panicking all about it. And that's absolutely normal. And as Ekansh said, we should take it as a motivation, and it is a very good thing.
Whenever suppose I became anxious, then I used to meditate for 5 minutes. I will just close my eyes and take a deep breath in, and that made me all relax because we have to be confident, right? Just be easy going and everything will go on smoothly only.
Every family, they had some pressures like you had to score, you had to study hard, you had to do that, you have to do something in your life. So I would like to know what other people's family they used to talk about their 10th board examinations or what they had to do. So first, let's go with Anupama.
My parents, actually, the most fascinating thing what I feel is that our parents are always anxious about just get up from the study table. You need not to study more. So my parents, my father especially, he is very concerned about our physical activities we do. We are studying for a longer period of time. They always tell to get up and now take a short break. I just feel that we should take some of the pressure, like some stress is necessary to go ahead.
You didn't have any pressure, so it will also not affect your study also. And how about Ekansh?
Yeah, as I said, that stress is important in some or the other way, because if you're not stressed out for a thing, then you don't care for a thing. You should just pay heed to all the advices of the people who you think they care about you, and just ignore everyone else around you, and you'll perform absolutely good.
Actually, my parents supported me a lot, and like Anupama and Ekansh, they never pressured me or bothered me about my studies. They always said that you take your studies as if you are enjoying them, and don't certainly overthink about it or don't get much into it. Just take it as a smooth flow. Actually, I'm a night owl, so I studied late night. So if everyone would sleep, I would also feel to sleep. So then my father was the one who always was awakened with me till late night, up to 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
When we reached the board classes, we had a self-pressure also that we had to sacrifice, that we will have to study more, we have to stop doing this. So everyone has to sacrifice when the burden of the studies become more. So how you overcome that? I had to study more and I had to do that.
Actually, breaking stress, as I talked about, singing is my passion, and that only helped me to break all of that. I didn't sacrifice anything. I participated in everything, and I feel that helped me to move ahead very nicely in studies also, because that enhances your mood. Yeah, that freshens up your mind. So yeah, one should never sacrifice his or her passion or something like that, the fascinating thing which he or she likes.
The key was to know myself. That is it. I used to ask questions to myself. If I was going to do something which was out of studying, then I used to ask myself whether I should be doing that thing or I should be studying. And if the answer from inside me came yes, then I would do that thing without worrying. And if the answer inside me came no, then I would myself get motivated for studying and would ditch that thing from my side.
Yeah, self-realizing is the best thing. If you are self-realized, then you will study only, nothing will distract you. How about Apurva? Would you like to add on?
I also it was not anything like sacrifice for me. I also, just like Ekansh, would ask myself that whether I should do something which was right or I actually not sacrificed. My academics and extracurricular activities went on hand in hand. I never sacrificed.
You guys are sharing such beautiful things about how you personalized your learn journeys for yourselves. That's so inspiring. There's a lot of aspiring students and there's a lot of parents who would want to understand how the toppers are setting themselves apart from the rest of the world.
I'll say it helped me to nail my basics to perfection.
Instead of just cramming all the things up, I would visualize these things and know where what part lied.
BYJU'S has been kind of a support to my studies.
I would like to appreciate the tagline which you have given, guilty pleasures.
Some days I studied for 2 hours, and some days if I felt like studying, I would go up to 8 to 9 hours.
Grammar requires practice and you should devote at least half or 1 hour to that.